Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Chicago White Sox. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shaw. David Ace, without a doubt, he's the man to keep an eye on, partner. He's homered in 6 straight games.
Well, Boog, he's just unconscious when you look at the ability to get to the baseball and hit it over the fence. I think about recent occurrences. Paul Goldschmidt in 2019, Matt Carpenter in 2018, and Giancarlo Stanton in 2017.
And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. One down. Now here is David Ace.
And all anyone can think about right now is his chase for that hitting streak record.
That one ripped. Garrett puts it away. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's a big power threat. David Ace. Cortez back to work. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Noel pulls it in on the run.
Woo. He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
1 out, bases empty.
Ace.
There's a swing and a drive. That ball's carrying. Gone. He hammers one out to right. And this game is tied. It's 4-4. And the streak is alive. He's homered now in 7 straight.
Who does this guy think he is? Joey Votto or something? Man, that's ridiculous. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
So 2 down, and now David Ace. He's already homered in this game.
Going one. Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
And that one fouled off. Morales, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Jordan, the next to hit, takes ball 1. First and second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss. Movement in the bullpen. DJ Hurts preparing to come on if needed. Miller getting loose as well. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Full count.
Rips one to right. Fair ball. 1 run is in.
Now batting, catches. Damien.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Eddie Vera out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
The left-hander on now, DJ Hurst.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
First and second, 2 outs. Trejo, the next to hit. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the White Sox 10 and the Tigers 5. Jacob Wilson steps to the plate for the White Sox.
You gotta live it up. Yes, my red tie with your red dress. We ain't even planning, but we match, you know. Everybody looking.
And a pitch. Bunting for a hit. Sable. He steps on the bag. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, it's the White Sox 10 and the Tigers 5. First and second, no outs. Ace getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. See you later. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they're chipping away. It's 10-8. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
2 outs, runner at first. Sam Marbury up now for the Tigers.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
So bottom of the 9th. Now it's the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. On the ground, right side. Ace throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
First baseman, number 17, Nick Russo.
So up next, David Ace. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That one hammered center field. Back there. And out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And they add on. It's 14-10. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
First and second, 2 outs. Next is the designated hitter, Jacob Wilson. Tying run at the plate. To the right side, Ace. On to first, ball game. And the Tigers take game 1 of the series on the road. Ace really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Smashed 3 homers at the plate.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.
David Ace went yard 3 times last game. With that elite power, you won't want to miss this one today. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Chicago White Sox. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And up next for Detroit, David Ace. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Into center and a base hit. Well, that's going to keep the streak going. There's no stopping this guy.
And I can't even imagine the pressure he's under. He's asked about it every day from everyone, not just the media, but just anybody he comes across. And so for him to be able to concentrate, keep on getting the knocks, just remarkable. And I know he's trying to just win ball games, but honestly, this streak is arguably bigger than the team right now.
Ace leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. 1 left for Detroit. Now it's the White Sox turn. It's a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show.
I'm about to shake up the system. I'm about to do something different.
And now Ezra Casilla.
For the White Sox, the third baseman, Ezra Casilla.
Ground ball right side. Ace tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting second, the left fielder, Evan Carter.
1 out, base is empty. And next to him for the Sox, Evan Carter. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. 1 out, base is empty. To the right side. Slinging it to first in time.
Now batting, the shortstop, Marty Murray. Now batting, the second baseman, David ace.
Swung on, belted. That's back. And that one is out of here. He'll circle the bases. That's his 4th home run of the series. And we're all square. It's 1-1. 8 straight games with a home run.
Well, tie in some great hitters at the plate. Griffey, Mattingly, Dale Long. This is just impressive. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Murray now at the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Man on second, 2 down. And he hits a ground ball right side. In plenty of time to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors and 1 left. We're through 5. All tied 1-1.
Tick tock with the time on the clock. You've been here wasting my time. Boy, you need to stop asking me 21 questions going back and forth.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Good pitch right there.
0-1.
Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Out of here. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they add a pair. It's 3-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And next up for the Tigers, David Ace. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
That one is absolutely belted. This one's got a chance. And it bangs off the wall. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Dakota Jordan up now for the Tigers. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The pitch. That one inside, and the count is 2-0. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Alexis Gonzalez up and loosening in the pen. Vera also getting ready. That one misses. Ball 3.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Trejo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Check swing, called strike.
3-1.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And next to hit for Detroit, Damian Trejo. 1 for 3. And the pitch is outside, ball one. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Check swing called strike. And it's a ball and a strike. And there's a ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-1. Just missed.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
That clips the corner.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the ninth. High fly ball lifted into near right field. And there's two away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Blake Sable up now for the Tigers. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And the first pitch misses for ball one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball 2.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Just missed. Marbury in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. Marbury digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. And ball one.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Two outs. And that one fouled off. Off the mark there. 3 balls and a strike.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. So they're all loaded up. Got him swinging.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here on the south side, and here's the first baseman, number 17. On the ground right side, Ace. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
The third baseman, number 13, Ezra Garcia.
So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, David Ace.
It may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back. And it hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. Around second, he wants the cycle. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
The batter.
Some history here, and what a game he's had. Chris, you hit for the cycle, so you know what this is like.
It's a really cool thing to accomplish, especially when your team gets the W. And one thing that gets lost in this is that you had at least 4 hits in a ball game, and not a lot of guys can even say they did that in the course of their career.
Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Dakota Jordan. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Two outs. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Tank Hence getting loose out there. Swings through that one for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they get 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 man left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the Jacob Wilson steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Designated hitter, Jacob Wilson.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. So runners at the corners, nobody out. And now the first baseman. The 1-1. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Not only are they applying some pressure on the defense, it looks like they're trying to have a...
So up next for Chicago, Evan Carter. On the ground is second, might be 2. Good feed, that's 1. Across is the winning run, and the White Sox walk it off in the 11th.
So exciting to see a team walk it off. Not so much fun if you're on the other side, but what a great way to win. This team is celebrating, and this win is well-deserved.
1-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB.